Northwestern? Oh, man. Cincinnati hat. Get you a Bearcats hat, man.
Fire away.
I'll wait.
How did you handle the up-downs buying into this?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go up to DA's office and tell him that was pretty easy. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just playing. But it wasn't bad, man. It's a mindset thing, honestly. Like I told the guys, we're going to deal with way harder stuff than 40 up downs. It's just allowing us to buy in, and nobody was on their own out there. We're all together, so it wasn't bad.
Sorry. Last time you did it?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Probably Little League, but I ran a lot of hills over the break, so that wasn't too challenging. Like I said, it just was a true testament of who's been working. So,
PA said that you epitomize what they want to do at defense. How would you describe that?
Honestly, it's just a blessing coming from him. Honestly, ton of respect from DA. Honestly, and that's why I'm here to bring guys along. We got a ton of great players throughout this team, especially on defense as well. And we want to be well known as not just Coach Ben and the offense, but especially powerful on defense as well too. We want to create our name as far as the turnovers, the play style, the mentality. That's something that we want to bring to this team.
You said you were talking to the guys about the hard things you encountered during the season. Are you asserting yourself already in a captain type role?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, that's the mindset I've been had since I've came into the league. Obviously, as a rookie, it's a lot harder, but now that it's year 5, that's something that I take pride on. That's actually on one of my goals. I write my goals out every year and put them on my window, my mirror, my binder. That's something I always keep. And, a captain is something that's on there for sure.
Any other goals written on that sheet? Sure.
I can't tell you all of them, but definitely to win another Super Bowl is on there for sure. Yeah.
When you talk about play style, how do you describe yours?
Yeah. The biggest thing I want to do is, be known for energy. That's something that I've always want to, be known for. I feel like it can be contagious, and like I said, just bring other guys along with me as well, and that's something I want to do.
Dennis was talking about the importance of consistency throughout the entire defense. When you think of because he was so complimentary of you, when you think of consistency every day, what do you have to do? What do players have to do to make sure you remain consistent?
The biggest thing is just taking it one day at a time. It's day one. A lot of guys have energy and, full speed today. The biggest thing is, like I said, I want to tell the guys is let's see how you feel day 4, day 5. It's a mindset thing. Just take it one play at a time, one day at a time, and, just know what your responsibility. Help guys along with you and bring them along as well.
I know it's early, but is there something that you and Dylan have kind of locked in on right away that you were like, oh, we're going to be really good at this?
Yeah, for sure. He's very knowledgeable, like I said previously. He knows the game. I don't really have to tell him too much. We're on the same page every snap of the ball. We can communicate off the field as well, too. He's going to be a great young player for sure, and I'm excited to play along with him.
Coby was the rep, I think, in the first team period. I think y'all was in man, and you and Jalen Johnson, after the play, kind of pointed to each other about either how y'all pass it off, how y'all wanted to pass it off. What's been the process of kind of getting on the same page, communicating with your teammates?
Yeah, it's been a great communication, honestly. Especially on the back end, that's something we have to do. As safeties, we have to communicate to everyone. And, all of us have been on the same page from OTAs up until now. Like I said, it's only day 1, so we got to keep building that.
How do you build the cohesion as a secondary during camp over the next 6 weeks and trying to get everybody kind of locked in together?
Yeah, just like I said previously, just one day at a time. Like I said, it's early right now, and just keep competing. It's like I told them, stay in the book, continuously work hard each and every day. And, we're all, like I said, we're in this together. Nobody's on their own. Ask questions. I even told the younger guys, just ask me as many questions, text me, whatever, come to my room, and, we can study plays, whatever the case may be.
It's super early, but what have you noticed or gotten to know about Caleb Williams and who he is, even as a leader?
True, like you said, true leader, true competitor. I love that about him. He was dialed in today. He was locked in the locker room today. I was trying to mess with him a little bit, but he was too locked in. So maybe I thought he was going to throw me one today, but he didn't. But honestly, man, I'm excited to be here and play with him. He's bright future, like I continuously keep saying. The sky's the limit. Not even the limit, but he's going to be a great quarterback for sure.
When you decide to go to a place, how important is it that they have a quarterback that you think that can move them?
Yeah, for sure. It's very important. I've been blessed to play with some good quarterbacks as well, and just playing with somebody so young is exciting. Just to be able to witness his growth in the league and see that, it's going to be special for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to
speaks loudly, but if you had gotten an offer from a place that didn't really have an answered quarterback, would that have been disqualifying?
See what you're doing right there, but definitely. Honestly, I'm just wherever they needed me at, doesn't matter. This was just a great fit. I'm blessed. Obviously, want to give a ton of love to Seattle. I've been there for 4 years. I was there for 4 years. Nothing bad to say about them. Great organization, great teammates, great quarterback as well, and the opportunity was just better here. And I'm excited to be a part of this organization and play with Caleb and the rest of these guys. So it's definitely always a great feeling to have a great quarterback and leader as well too.
Just thinking back to last season, what traits did you see when y'all were going through camp that you want to instill here in this defense?
Yeah, just building a connection early and often. Honestly, like for me, I'm not more so a big talkative guy. So that's something that I'm gonna have to be more vocal and to the guys and just bring us all together. Whatever the case may be, go to Topgolf or bowling, whatever the case may be outside of the building. That's something that we have to do is be together. Because at the end of the day, we're all out there together. So that's the biggest thing.
Did the coaching staff encourage you to do that, or are you kind of just figuring that out on your own, that's sort of your role?
Both, I would say. But more so, that's something that I've known since I've been in the league. Well, it seems since I've been in the league for 5 years. That's something we have to do is not just be connected in the building, but outside the building as well, too. So we're brothers at the end of the day, and, we're in this together.
A couple more. There's a big emphasis to add team speed. Can you already feel that when you're out there in the first training camp practice?
For sure. That's back to what I was saying. Day one, guys, we just have on helmets. Guys are out there flying around. It's good to see, honestly. But the biggest thing is when we put on pads, the mental aspect of it is training camp is long. It's tiring, but, you have to push through. And that's back to the mindset aspect of it is just keep going, honestly, one day at a time.
Last one, Chris.
What are your impressions of Jalen Johnson? What do you think of him from afar as you watched him play before?
Yeah, for sure. I've watched his tape since college. Elite competitor, dominance in man, can tackle, can make plays on the ball, honestly. And we connected right away early. So me and him have a great connection early. Obviously, more room to grow and, keep connecting as well, too. But excited to be playing with him.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Brad.
Oh yeah, good.
Good. I think I should get some tattoos.
Uh,
Herb said I should get some tattoos.
I don't know about that one. What's up, everybody? Good to see everybody. Glad to be back. Let's get it rolling.
Your head coach mentioned that one of the goals, like your next level, one of the things you mentioned was coverage recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you are with that, and how difficult is that with so many defenses doing so much disguising and different looks that they're going to give you, obviously?
Yeah. It's not like I haven't played football for the past many years or so, and so it's more or less what he's saying is taking a step up in that direction. Pre-snap procedure and all of that has been a lot better than the first time that I started it and started doing that. But it's more have an idea what they'll be and things like that. Plays get a little bit more detailed. He's adding more on my plate of figuring out the coverage before and have an idea of where I can go with the ball faster, sooner. I haven't thrown a lot of picks in my career is because I can see the coverage and feel the coverage. So it's a little bit more detailed from play to play and specifics within the play, towards the coverage that we're attacking, and then add more plays in there so that we can kill and alert and check to these different, man checks, cover two checks, one high, whatever case may be. So it's a little bit more of that. But we're excited about that. I'm excited. The challenge that he's given me to be able to take the next step and progress. is what I'm most excited about, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, just like it is every year. And so that's what you embrace. That's what you enjoy, because when it shows up on game days and Sundays and whatever day that we play on, it's very rewarding.
Caleb, your sack total came way down last year. Independent of the play caller and the improved protection, what was your interpretation of how you got better in that area of reducing that number?
Yeah, getting the ball out, and whether it's making a guy miss, throwing the ball away, dirting it sometimes. I know sometimes it may not look like that, but dirting it sometimes. I had a couple of those today. Just getting the ball in my hands and dirting it, saving it for the next play. Just trying to play smart football. And then other than that, just being better at, when I lose my feed or, something happens and the coverage isn't there, O-line maybe, a little leaky or so. Just find a check down and get those guys the ball. Have more positive plays, even though the play maybe not be designed to go to that person. On check downs and things like that, have more positive small plays. So that's a part of the goal this year.
Guys who get sacked as much as you did your rookie year get scarred by it.
Yep.
How did you avoid that happening to you?
Yeah. The trust, the faith between my O-line, the trust and faith between myself and the running back, the trust and faith in learning the offense and being able to help, knowing where it's going to come from before it happens, and then being able to maybe take a step over, get out, step up, anything like that. Just knowing where the hots are, just having a better idea with that. And then, hopefully this year, just doing a better job with, maybe changing the protection, getting us out of something, just to be able to get the ball out of my hands and protect us, protect the O-line, protect, the running back, all of us on the team. And I think that's going to be a goal of mine this year also.
With that stated goal of 70%, I'm sure that's in the back of your mind, but how do you balance, being cognizant of that without sacrificing or losing any bit of your natural ability or natural desires to, hunt big games or whatever?
Yeah, if I don't know how many passes I threw last year, guys, but probably threw 400 something, 500 passes or so. If I hit 90 more, we're at 65.
Yeah, but I'm not even really harping on you get to the number or not. I'm saying mentally, does that affect how you go about playing the game?
No. Just hit the easy ones, when they're there. Be in rhythm with myself, be confident in my guys, be confident within the play, deliver a good ball, deliver a catchable ball. And then from there, when things happen, I put on the cape and go do my thing whenever that happens. But it's not something that needs to be on or showing at least until the moment shows up.
I know how much you came up in your rookie season, you seemed really just puzzled by why it was happening. Because you'd been a very accurate passer at USC. Now, do you feel like with Ben, you have a clear-cut idea of what has hindered you in that area and what is the roadmap to fixing it?
Yeah, part of it's just confidence in the offense and not Ben, but the offense in the sense of me knowing where I'm supposed to go with the ball, not second guessing, being decisive, eyes being on the right spot, things like that, not having to react so much in the sense of something shows up, I got to react. It's more or less of, I know this is about to happen. Let's deliver this guy a good ball. If he covers down, I know where, the next guy's going to be, or whatever the case may be, who we're high-lowing, who we're reading off of, all these different things. So it's just gaining and gathering a better understanding of the offense. So the confidence grows within myself and the receivers. Second-year receivers, most of the guys out there. So it's second year or more. The confidence with them, the confidence within themselves to be able to run the right route, how to run it, and creating space to when they're running the route and they're not just running the route off the board. So a lot of confidence goes into the work. A lot of confidence goes into myself, and then to coaching, everybody else.
You and Ben last year, you mentioned something to the effect of that Ben had coached you so hard that you thought he didn't like you.
Yeah.
Is he still communicating with you the same way?
Oh, yeah.
You're just taking it better?
Oh, yeah. Well, I know we have a real common goal, and it's to find a way to make the Chicago Bears champions at the end of the day. And so what he says, everything he says and what we've been through, like I said, everything he says and what he says to me, I'll do it at 200% and won't look back. And so that's kind of how it is now. If he yells and curses at me or anything like that, I know it's for the greater good of the team. And so whatever it takes is what it's going to take.
Caleb, you
you've worn the C on your chest as a captain, but year 2 with Ben, year 3 in the league. How much different does the leadership aspect feel for you and your comfort in that role?
Yeah, it's being able to step up and speak up more. Been in this league for 2 years, but also playing. I've played a bunch of games now, and so I know what losing looks like. I know what winning looks like in this league. We haven't won the big one yet, but we won a bunch of games last year. We lost a lot of games my first year. And then now having year 2 in the offense, a lot more confidence in what I'm saying to the guys out there. It's starting to sound more like the coaches, the steps, the alignments, and things like that. So just finding ways to be more on top of that, day in and day out, being able to help those guys whenever they ask a question, and then from there, just leading by example is one of the biggest ones. I've always said that, and then lastly, when something needs to be spoken about or said to a teammate or a coach, if we're having an issue as a team, be able to go to them and speak to the coaches or speak to the team.
We saw how much confidence you built with Colston towards the end of last season. I imagine that's grown even the last 4 months working together. What are your visions for who he can become for you this year?
Yeah, he can become the best tight end in the league. I think he is. But stats and us going out there and proving it is what it's going to take. And to be able to do that, we got to put in work. We got to build the connection, hang out inside and outside the building, have tough conversations or have open communication, throughout the year and throughout camp. And so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. He's an easy target to throw to, and I got a bunch of those guys out there that's equipped and ready to go.
Skill set wise, what do you like about what he gives you?
He can do everything. He can run every route. There's been times, I think, since we had him on a post route. We came back after the game, after we ended up winning that game, and came back and was like, if you ever see that, with a guy out there and he wants to not believe in that, put it up there and give him a shot. He's such a big target, easy target, runs the right route, nice routes, and then other than that, he can run, block, and disguise things. So he's a all-encompassing tight end.
One of the reasons you've had 3 different centers in 3 years. What have you learned about building that relationship, and how's that going with you and Garrett right now? Yeah, it's been great. We had a slight miscommunication today, something that he's, something that's popped up throughout his career. He's had a long enough career. I think it's 9 years or so. So he's been with many different quarterbacks and under center and things like that. So something popped up that happened, with other QBs, and just us getting on a small same page on those small things. And then, when those moments show up, just being able to communicate with each other. Obviously, it's frustrating, and you don't want to have miscommunications. You don't want to do that, but it's the point of camp, it's the point of practice, so that when you go out there on Sundays and between those white lines in 60 minutes, you're if not perfect, damn near perfect.
Cole said that he heard that Luther Burden was texting his quarterbacks over the summer trying to get him to throw to. What have you noticed about the demeanor of him being a target that could potentially just ascend this year in year 2? Yeah, we all believe in Luther, the whole org, his teammates, me, coaches. So it's up to us to put in the work, QB, wide receiver, and it's up to him to make sure he's in the right spot. And when he catches the ball, he said it one of his first times out. He's a problem. And so just got to give him the ball. Yes, he runs great routes. He loses defenders. He's smooth in his routes. And so be able to deliver him a good ball. But I'm excited for him. I'm excited for all the guys. I'm excited for our core, our young core that we have, Colston, Luther, Rome. We got Xavion. I know old man isn't really a part of the young core, Khalif, but we got a couple other guys out there that are excited. I'm excited about Cole Kmet. We got a young core, like I said, and we're gonna try and use that to our advantage and be explosive and have fun doing it.
You said that you were incredibly locked in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel a different, I guess, anticipation of what this team can be because of the success that you had and also the understanding that you have of what?
I think the success part doesn't mean anything towards this year in the sense of we can go out there and we can lose every game. We can go out there and win every game. And that's up to us as a team. So the success part doesn't affect us this year. So it's being able to find ways to get better than last year, find ways to communicate better, run routes better, defensively, special teams, pin guys if we punt, all these small things that come together to be able to win games, even off the field things like us us being connected better, hanging out more, being able to build that relationship, that trust, to be able to win games. Because those situational moments that we had last year, we may not have as many, or we may have more. And so it's being able to fight through those and be better than we were last year. And so I think it all starts back over. And so that's what we're focused on. We're focused on being better than we were. We have guys in the building, so being better, from last year. So being better than we were last year. But it's the small details. It's us coming together on and off the field. It's us having open communication, following the details the coaches give us, and then go out there and execute and have fun doing it.
Did you do anything?
You worked with Will Hewlett and Tom Gormley in past off seasons. Did you work with them again this off season? And
Yep.
Did you guys do anything differently, or did you work with anyone new in addition to them? What would you guys do?
Work with them. Those are my guys. They've been great to me. They've been great for me. There's a bunch of different small things that we've adjusted throughout my training and things like that. More of my routes. Also, just me being in the offense now, just being a little bit more comfortable, having a little bit more command over it. And so, knowing where guys are supposed to be, landmarks and all of that, steps. And so, in the trainings, it was a little bit more me commanding it, and them just sitting back and watching and being able to, if I miss a pass slightly inside, because we're big on putting the ball in the right spot here. And so if I miss the ball inside, why did I miss? Figuring out that feeling, so that if it shows up in a game practice, it's me being able to adjust and correct.
Did you do anything different along those lines this offseason training? Like, you feel sort of more like a vet in the offseason and just upping what you got to do to get ready? Just figuring out my schedule a little bit better. When I'm going to train, when I'm going to relax, how I'm going to train, what works best for me and my body, how to eat, and things like that. Lost some weight, so it's good. I'm excited about that. Be able to move a little bit better, be smoother. All these different things. Just being able to also bring that into the facility with the strength staff and things like that. Things I've done, things that work well with me, and being able to adjust and be better for the season.
How much did you lose?
10 to 15, something like that.
How'd you do it?
Eating at certain times, going to bed and not eating after 7, and just eating consistently, eating well.
What was the miscommunication?
Rome was open with his frustration about the injuries last year.
Yeah.
Even talked about he's kind of got a new normal that he's got to deal with. As a friend of his, I hope you helped him along. And as his quarterback, what can you do to make this training camp pointed in the right direction?
Ensure confidence that the ball is going to come to him. He's one-on-one. The ball is going to come to him. Runs a nice route, gets open for us, creates a little separation. The ball is going to be there. So on my part, delivering a good ball. On my part, finding ways to be better for him and the guys. And then from there, we talk. We talk about the routes. We talk about how to run them. Like you said, his new normal. That's his new normal, and that's okay. And it doesn't look any different. So that's what he said, but it doesn't look any different out there. He looks like normal Rome Odunze. And so, my thing is just ensuring confidence the ball will come to him, run a nice route, create a little separation. I'll put the ball where the ball needs to be. And then if I don't, we drafted you really high for a certain reason, because you're special. And so go make that catch. I believe in you. I believe that you're going to either make it or it's going to be incomplete. And so just ensuring the confidence, ensuring the belief in him. And when the ball goes to him, I know it's going to be either caught or incomplete.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. The Bears. Thank you, everybody.